We can start with that main event for the BMF belt, Max Holloway versus Charles Oliveira. This one early on, I really did like Max Holloway back when he was around minus 190 or even minus 180 earlier this month or in the week. Now he's gone up to minus 225 around there. I might still go for that, but I don't know. These fights with the elite of the elite, Max Holloway defending that belt again, I could see there could be some value on Charles at plus 190, maybe later in the week. I'm not sure if he'll go up or higher, but there could be some dog action for Bronx. But for the way I see it on this fight, I can't see Max Holloway losing outside of the first two rounds if Charles Oliveira is able to get maybe a submission, I think. I don't think he'll be able to knock out a Max Holloway. Outside of those chances, if it goes past round 2, maybe 3, I think Max Holloway probably got it in the bag the rest of the fight. And Holloway can even finish the fight in rounds 1 or 2 if they really get after it into striking and Max Holloway clips Oliveira and pours it on him and doesn't look back. So I really like Max Holloway at this spot. I'd be wary of going with the over or decision because I think the Bronx fights, man, he likes those finishes, win or loss. So yeah, I'm going with Max on this one.
Yeah, man, I agree with you. I think that this fight's definitely going to end inside the distance. The thing about this fight is I'm definitely leaning Holloway. I think that it's just because the way that Bronx fights, it's just I just did not trust this guy with his chin. And I know that, he has good recoverability. Ilia Topuria, a much different fighter, obviously. So, but I think that Max does have some power at lightweight. He's been filling out that frame each fight, getting more and more powerful. I think this is going to be a bad news for Bronx. I actually kind of like some of the interesting props that we have for this fight. If you're, kind of thinking about maybe laying some plus odds in Bronx, I think that something that might be even better is some props like fights ends by KO, TKO, or DQ. That's plus 110. So if either fighter knocks out the other one, you get plus odds on that, which I think is pretty interesting. Holloway, I know he has great durability, but he did get his chin cracked by Ilia, so maybe there's some residual effect from there somewhat. And then Bronx, obviously he can get knocked out himself, so I think that could be an interesting one. You kind of cover yourself with the Max Holloway knockout too, and then you play both sides in a way. Fights in submission, I think that could be an interesting one, although I think I'll probably, if you go in that route, you might as well just play Oliveira by submission, which is 3 plus 325. So I think, whatever side that a person is on, I think maybe attack it by a prop and somehow put it by finish, because I don't see this fight going to decision. The fight ends inside the distance. It opened up at minus 260. Now it's minus 250, but there was a point in time where it was minus 200, and then people bought the dip on that. So yeah, I think this fight's definitely finishing inside the distance. I'll lean towards Max Holloway by KO here. I also agree with you. I don't think I would play the over here. I think that's a little much. Max Holloway by KO plus 150. That could be an interesting one, but yeah, we'll see. What do you think about it as far as a money line parlay? Would you be comfortable putting Max in a parlay, or what are your thoughts on that right now?
I think I'd put Max in a parlay, but I might limit it to less than 2 units, I think. Me personally, depending on the other legs. I'm just
Units.
I don't want to fade Bronx too much.
Yeah,
because these fights could get crazy and be a banger. So
yeah,
he really does want that revenge, so can never be too sure.
definitely. Yeah. Just the way he lost last time too when he fought Holloway. It's just very strange. It's a very strange loss. Was he injured? Was he not? I don't know. That he obviously, he was definitely hurt. The guy went out in a stretcher, I think, or something like that. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. We'll see on what happens on the rematch. But I think these are both of these fighters are like much improved from back then. So I think it's going to be a different fight, but probably same result. I think Max and KO him at some point. Any other fights?